Welcome to our third playlist for onboarding on the Summit Learning. So this is designed for students who haven't done Summit before, but it could be useful for anyone who's trying to better understand how to do it. So this one is going to be focusing all on the self-directed learning cycle. And that is only one of the components of Summit, but it's such an important component that I'm dedicating an entire series just to it. And this is what students do during a separate subject that they have, a separate class period, which is called SDL, or self-directed learning. And it's also what they do in their own time in order to manage, plan, make progress in their mastery, especially of content knowledge. Now, it is important that students own this process, and that's why ultimately it's up to them to do the best in this. Now, teachers will be helping them, mentors will be helping them, but we want, as the time goes by, for students to grow and become better and better at applying this, and in doing so, also growing their habits of success. So it starts with the idea of setting a goal, which begins with picking the goal, like what is the right thing to work on right now, and then making a SMART goal that can help students increase the chances of achieving it and focusing. Then coming up with a plan that can best be put in place to help students achieve that goal. And then actually engage in that plan in a way that can be intentional and focused to help them succeed as efficiently as possible. And finally, engage in a process of showing what they've learned through that, and whether it is taking an assessment or turning in a project. And after that's all completed, they can then step back and reflect on what is it that I've done to succeed here? What is it that I could have done better? So whether they pass the test or not, they can learn from the cycle so that the next time they do it, whether it's the same subject or a new one, they can do better. And that's the idea of self-improvement. Now, this also includes ideas like being able to set good goals, being able to do correct learning strategies and study skills, knowing how to pick resources and making good plans, and also how to use the right testing strategies and work ethic skills during actual project completion in order to maximize the chances of doing better. Now, SDL is focused for the most part on passing those focus areas, but sometimes students will also finish project work doing that. So goals apply not only to content assessments, but to projects as well. This is something that happens within a project class, right? You can think of it as a student begins class thinking about what they need to do to get that project done and what they're going to do during that class. And then they actually do it. And at the end, hopefully they have a checkpoint to show. And then they can reflect, how did I do on this checkpoint? What can I do better on the next one? So this applies to all areas of the platform. But it is in the SDL class for the purpose of content assessment that it truly shines within the system. And we're going to start the next video talking about setting goals, specifically on how to use the platform to actually pick goals and make smart choices towards that end. I'll see you guys then.